What is up, guys? This is the Anime Man. So this week I have been rather pissed off lately. There have been a couple of news that I've seen that have kind of pissed me off, starting with the fact that Google bought Twitch for $1 million and now we can't use copyrighted music on Twitch anymore. And then I found out that 5PB, the creators of Corpse Party, aren't going to allow Let's Plays of the new Blood Drive game for a couple of months to boost their sales, so that kind of pissed me off too. But what I'm about to talk to you guys about today in this video is it outraged me, and it's outraged so many people. First of all, it's got to do with anime and manga, which you guys know I fucking love. You know, I'm not like really obsessed with it, but you know, like it's a big part of me. It's a big part of my life, right? It's a big part of this channel. And you know, when anime gets bashed sometimes for being all sorts of weird shit, sometimes it's like, yeah, well, you know, okay, fair enough, or something like that. But this supposed report by CNN last week about anime and manga just absolutely pissed me the fuck off. So if you guys don't know, there is a link in the description below to a video of a report that CNN did that accuses anime and manga to be child porn. What? It'd be really easy to check out for yourself, so that link in the description below will take you to a YouTube video. It's about 3 or 4 minutes long, and it's the supposed report. I use quotation marks because it's not a report, it's just absolute bullshit, that's what that is. And it pretty much, CNN goes into an like anime and manga store, and, you know, says shit like, you know, oh, we used hidden cameras to look at the stuff that was on sale here, some of the stuff which was so graphic that we had to turn our secret cameras off. And you look at the fucking thing, and like, it's blurred out, right? It's blurred out. But the parts that are blurred out aren't even that fucking sexual. Like, the books that the reporter picks up isn't even that fucking sexual. Now, the reason why this story came about is because recently Japan passed a law that banned the possession of child pornography in households. Now, when we say child pornography, though, we mean stuff like actual child pornography, like using actual people. But, you know, CNN will do anything for a fucking story, right? So they grabbed this concept of anime and manga, and they tried to shove down our throats that all anime and manga is just child porn. Like, that is the biggest load of bullshit I have ever heard. Now, the worst thing is, they actually got real, like, big, like, manga artists and, like, you know, government personnel to talk about this. The part that pissed me off the most was they got the great manga artist Ken Akamatsu, who, if you guys don't know, wrote such manga series as Love Hina and Mahou Sensei Negima. But if you guys have seen or read Love Hina or Mahou Sensei Negima, then you will know that there is absolutely no scene at all that can ever be associated with violent sex or rape with children. What they did in the report was they actually went up to Ken Akamatsu, opened up a page from Love Hina, and it was a bath scene. Like an actual, just a bath scene where the girls are all in a bath together, right? Now, if you guys know, like, a Love Hina bath scene, right? There is no, like, private parts showing, right? It is all covered up with the fog, and there is nothing sexual about it. Like they were saying shit like, you know, oh, this is children we're dealing with, you know, conducting terrible acts of violence and sex that is totally unacceptable. I'm like, open your fucking eyes, CNN. They are just sitting in a bathtub. Like, literally, just sitting in a bathtub, having a good time. All the private parts are covered up, right? And, like, it's not fucking look at it! It's not child porn! It's bullshit! That's what that is. And the worst thing is, they involve a little bit of fucking propaganda into this so-called report, because they blurred out parts that weren't even that fucking sexual. They were blurring out legs. Legs. We all have legs, right? Just like raw leg of, like, you know, a high school student, right? Like, it's a leg. What the fuck is a leg gonna do? It's got nothing to do with fucking violence or sex against children, right? Another connection that they made with this story is a recent murder that happened in Japan of a young man in the mid-20s, I believe, who stabbed a 6-year-old girl 10 times, and they found the possession of these kinds of so-called child porn manga and anime. And so the guys at CNN are trying to make a connection between this brutal murder of a 6-year-old girl with anime and manga. I'm like, no, CNN. The reason why this guy stabbed this 6-year-old girl 10 times is not because he read this anime and manga. It's because he's just fucked up in the head as a person. Okay, you're talking about anime and manga being involved with child porn, but like, why have you used anime and manga in general? If you were talking about things like hentai series and like, you know, doujinshis, which actually show like sex, like sexual acts and violence, right, with, you know, not only children, but just with all people like different kinds of people in general. That, like, if you're talking about that kind of stuff and associating it with child porn, then yeah, fair enough, you know, because that shit's fucked up. I mean, for some people it's fantastic, but for some people but for most people it's fucked up, right? Because it's actually a type of pornography, so it can easily be related to child porn. But Love Hina, of all manga series that you could have chosen, CNN, Love Hina, like, I can, like, the moment I saw that, I could actually hear my brain cells committing suicide from the absolute stupidity of the CNN people. Actually, any company that is associated with anime and manga, like Funimation and, you know, all those big, like, animation companies, including Ken Akamatsu and some manga artists, can easily sue CNN for this, because for one thing, this is absolute bullshit to begin with. It's irresponsible, and it's a type of propaganda, and it's totally bullshit. Like, there is nothing scientifically accurate in this story. Even Ken Akamatsu himself, when asked about this kind of anime and manga being used to ensue child pornography and, you know, like sexual acts and violence against children, Ken Akamatsu even said, quote, "There is no scientific evidence that anime and manga like this induces child rape and crimes, but if it does, we're ready to cooperate." Ken Akamatsu is pretty much saying there, yeah, it's absolute bullshit. But if, you know, if by a freak chance this actually is true, then yeah, we'll help you. Why the fuck would he help you when you're pretty much trying to destroy his career as a manga artist? Like, it's absolutely bullshit. And the people at CNN took that as like an actual opinion. Like, oh, fuck you. And the worst thing about it is, right, when they were discussing that all anime and manga is considered child pornography, they used 2 series. 2. Okay, CNN people, if you're watching this, do you know how many manga, like, series and anime series there are out there? I'll give you a clue. It's more than 2. You touched on literally like 1/1,000,000th, or even more than that, 1/1,000,000,000th of all the, like, the big genre that is anime and manga, and you're just assuming that, okay, because see, these so-called child pornography series like Love Hina and Mahou Sensei Negima, which by the way aren't, you're just totally assuming that everything else is the same. No, it's not. That's like saying that, you know, okay, I saw a Wonder Woman comic, and oh look, it's got the cleavage, you know, that's inappropriate for children, so every other DC and Marvel comic must be like that. I believe CNN at least needs to apologize to the general public for doing this kind of shit to us. The anime manga community is already getting bashed enough about all the shit that we like, even though we don't care about it and we're strong-willed people, right? We don't give a shit about what other people think. But when a big, you know, like TV production like CNN does a story like this to the general public, and it passes, like it gets on TV as like a legitimate report, that is absolutely bullshit. It's irresponsible, and the anime and manga community are getting flack about it for something that is obviously incorrect. But seriously, guys, what do you think about this? Like, I know some of you guys, like some of my subscribers, aren't exactly anime and manga watchers, and you guys just here for the Let's Plays, but please, guys, if you're watching this video, leave a comment down below. What do you think about this? Like, I want to hear you guys' opinions. I hope to God that I'm not the only one that thinks this is absolutely bullshit. Like, this isn't bullshit, this is Brontosaurus shit. This is the reason why we don't watch you, CNN. This is exactly the reason why we don't watch you, because you make bullshit reports that are incorrect and are trying to brainwash people into believing the wrong information, and you're legitimizing that this is correct. Like, no, fuck you. I know I've said bullshit way too many times in this video, but it is. If I could, I'd just call this video bullshit. The title to that video, down there that you can see, I'd just call it bullshit if I could. Like I said, leave your opinions in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys think about this, and I'm not going to go any further, otherwise I'm going to fucking blow my brains out. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for my anime, and I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. Keep watching anime. じゃあね